Hello everyone, welcome back to another session of the Hopry. My name is Mark Starr, and today's beer is one that I'm very excited about. It comes from the state of Wisconsin. In fact, the only place you can get this beer is in the state of Wisconsin. But it's the new Glarus Wisconsin Belgian Red. One thing that really makes me happy about having this beer is that we are just now into summer. And even though not long ago I put this on my top 5 beers to enjoy for spring, I also said in there that this is one that you could easily take into the summertime. Now, because it does have this wax top on it, you can let these sit for, probably a year or two. I wouldn't go much longer than that, but a year or two will do just fine. I've actually had one of these in the past that had been aged about 2 years, and I just remember really enjoying it. So I've let this one sit probably about almost 2 years, so really looking forward to it. It only clocks in at 4%, so this is something that can be drank, very easily, and that's what I intend to do. But also they recommend that you pour this into a champagne flute, which I have here. Obviously I don't have one with a stem on it, but I actually like this one better. So why don't we do that? Why don't we go ahead and get this thing pouring? And before we do, I just wanted to read this little statement that they have on here that really talks about how much cherry they put in this. Over a pound of Door County cherries in every bottle makes this ale uniquely Wisconsin. So you can see there's a lot of cherry in here, so I'm imagining there's going to be a lot of that cherry flavor, a lot of cherry aroma. In fact, I'm thinking it's probably somewhere along the lines of the founder's cerise. But man, I am ready to dig in, so let's go ahead and take a look at the color here first. It really has this nice ruby red color. There is a little tint of maybe like a brown in there, so it's just got this really rich, dark red color. It's a little bit hazy. But not too hazy. You can actually see through it if you hold it up to the light. The head on it, not a whole lot on here. I'm going to give it a gentle little swirl here. I know it's a champagne glass, but god damn it, I'm in charge here today. So the head on it has this, beautiful, uniformly bubbled head on it. It's between an eggshell white and a light tan. Maybe, I don't know, about a ½ an inch of head on there. Really just a, solid looking beer. Looks a lot like the raspberry tart that they produce as well. But let's go ahead and smell it and see exactly how much cherry is in there. Wow. That smells better than I remember. I really love the way this smells, and I'll tell you why. This actually smells like the cerise, but even more intense. Like I'm really getting the essence of cherry in here. Now this is not artificial cherry. This literally tastes like, or smells like, excuse me, you just opened a basket full of freshly picked cherries, popped one of those things open and smelled the inside of it. So it smells slightly tart, but not very tart. It doesn't smell overly sweet, which is very good. I definitely get loads of cherry. There's a little bit of spice, and I think that little bit of spice really comes with the aroma of cherry anyway. But really, yeah, just cherry and a little bit of, malty sweetness. But all right, guys, cheers. Wow. They say that aromas and flavors can really take you somewhere, and I'm not kidding. The minute I tasted this, I went to my Uncle Frank's house, who used to live in Cushing, Oklahoma, a really small town, and I remember that his house always smelled like, farm-raised food, because they grew a lot of food there, and when you would walk in his house, and he smoked a pipe tobacco as well, so it always had that sort of sweet, tobacco-y smell mixed with, onions that have been sitting in 5-gallon buckets and okra and all this other sort of stuff. I really get that sense from this beer that this is just about highlighting the true essence of a cherry. It's not overly tart. In fact, it's not really that tart at all, but it's not sweet either. It's a little bit dry. Man, for what this beer is and for the style and its intent, it would be really hard pressed for me to not say that this is probably the best beer that I've had this year. The execution alone is just amazing. I mean, I'm smiling right now. It's making me happy. It's making me reflect. It's making me, you know, go back in time and thinking of places that I've been. And I think that you really can't ask for more than that, you know, when you drink a beer. In fact, as I push this book out of the way, I did want to point out, this is called 1001 Beers You Must Try Before You Die. This one is in it. I couldn't agree more. This is really just a beautiful, beautiful beer. And, you know, if you can reach out to somebody in Wisconsin and do a trade, the raspberry tart is good. I think this one is a lot better, though. This is a very, very amazing beer to me. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the camera off, and I'm going to go sit out on the porch. It's a beautiful afternoon, and I'm going to pour me some more of this, and I'm literally just going to relax and take the rest of the day in until the family gets home. But anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this. I can't stress enough that you need to go out and find one of these bottles. You know, again, don't worry about letting it sit. If you want to let it sit, that's fine as well. In fact, try to get two, let one sit, drink one now. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. Glad to have you along, and I guess until next time we get together, cheers.